Good evening, jammers, and welcome to Jams and Cocktails. I am your host, Brad Brock, and tonight we pay tribute to a musical legend the world tragically lost 54 years ago today, Jimi Hendrix. Wow! Right?
Sounded perfect.
Thank you very much. I've been working on it all minute. 54 years. I can't even. I don't even know how to process that. That's more than double Sweet Savannah's life.
How old did he live for?
He was 20. Thank you. The way you posed that question was so wild. But
How old did he live for?
How old did he live for? English as a second language. Nice job. He was 27 when he died.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just a baby.
So he's been dead longer than he's been alive.
That's
Yes.
yeah.
Math.
Yes.
Wow.
Math. Lubeck would be proud.
Forever 27.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, listen, guys. We're going to talk a little bit about his life, his legacy, and the mystery that surrounds his untimely death at just 27 years old. I'm going to... There we go. I'll fix that in post. Oh, that's much better. I could
Brad's actually 6'3".
I could see everything. Joining me here in the lounge, you saw him there, is the bad bitch, Elly. I haven't asked you this afternoon, Mr. Google.
Derek?
Derek Google.
I haven't been called that one in a while.
Sweet Jordyn, she just got back from Tampa from a work trip just a little while ago, so she may or may not be joining us this evening, but let's check and see if she's there. Oh.
You're looking so thin, Jordan.
No. Anyway, so yeah, maybe she'll grace us with her presence, probably right around the Jordy Files time. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in live with us this evening on YouTube, Facebook, and listening in on Shore Life Radio. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring that bell if you would do that for notifications and things like that. And like, share, and follow us on social media. Shout out to our Patreon subscribers. I apologize for whatever reason on earth. The secondary stream is just not a go. It's just not happening. In fact, it's kind of ironic because it would have been the wonderful technical meltdown that you would love to have seen. But because that was the problem, you'll never get to see it. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be back up next week. I apologize for that being down tonight, but that just means that you'll get to hang with us here in the live show, and then we'll tell you all about the breaks and the whatnot. Anyway, but if you do want to in the future see our behind the scenes live stream, you can join us on Patreon. The link to that is in the description, so go and click that for more info. Jaybird is our September's keg sponsor. Jaybird for president. So he's our returning keg sponsor from earlier in the year. So
That picture is amazing.
it's so good, right? Wait till you see yours next month, though.
Oh, great.
Yeah, is real good. All right, so. Thank you so much, Jaybird. You're the man. We are watching the chats and comments this evening. And the chat, the JNC text line is open at 321-345-6658. So you can shoot us a text or a MMS or whatever they're calling it. The kids are doing, you know. Oh, sorry. I was trying to have some Riz.
Ugh.
No, nothing. None of that. Not doing it. Oh. Did you throw up a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, that was gross. Don't do that.
Okay. I'll try some more. Gen Z lingo moving on here. But let's kick
We'll let
off.
you cook. We'll let you cook.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
Mike Furrow saying some stuff I don't know on here.
Rhythm with the tism.
I don't know if I'm going to do that, Mike. It
MMS, SMS, rhythm with the tism.
sounds like something pedophilia
Oh,
from
God.
my age. Anyway, you guys, let's before it goes completely off the rails, let's kick off this groovy episode with our cocktail of the week.
What are we about to put in our face holes?
Hi there, JNC fam. Welcome back to another JNC Cocktail of the Week. Today we're paying tribute to the legend himself, Jimi Hendrix, on the 54th anniversary of his passing, with a cocktail as vibrant and iconic as his music, the Purple Haze. Here's what you'll need to whip up this psychedelic drink. 1 ounce of vodka, ½ ounce of lime juice, ½ ounce of grenadine, 1 ounce of blue curacao, and 1 ounce of Chambord. In a shaker filled with ice, combine your ingredients. Now, let's give it a good shake, vigorously for about 10 to 15 seconds. Strain this colorful masterpiece into a rocks glass over fresh ice. Look at that, deep, rich purple, just like the name suggests. For a citrusy touch, feel free to garnish with a lemon twist. There you have it, the Purple Haze, a tribute to one of the greatest guitar legends of all time. Cheers to Hendrix, and cheers to you. Until next time, stay groovy.
There we go. Exclude her from there.
Oh,
Mike.
Did Mike say, I request you to be an old man again? Okay, Mike.
I like how he claimed himself as our Gen Z correspondent.
I think we might need to figure out a segment for that.
Our translator.
Our translator.
But anyway, you guys, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it is definitely purple.
This is a midnight purple.
Yeah, it's a little dark. I think maybe because I didn't shake them. Because so oftentimes we pre-make these and just kind of set them in the fridge. But you didn't.
I feel like if it were in a bigger glass, then maybe it would.
Yeah, it'd be a little lighter.
Little lighter.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, should hopefully taste the same. I don't know.
Right.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers to all of you tuning in with us.
Wah.
Ooh, it tastes like grape sweet tarts.
Yeah, it is definitely tarty.
Yeah, it's like grape candy. I like it.
Yeah. So the Chambord is a raspberry liqueur, and I think it works really great with lime. Like it's just and I think the blue curacao is really just for
color.
for color.
Yeah.
And then vodka really kind of gives it that zing on top. The vodka really.
It tastes like candy, like melted candy.
A little Dimetappy.
Well, yeah.
They still Dimetap.
I don't think so. It's been so long since I've seen Diamond Tap.
Mike Farrow. Do you still get
I just read it.
They still give you Dimetap?
He said grape drink.
Grape drink. Lubeck.
I'm up a little higher than that.
Lubeck tuning in. Mike Lubeck, thanks for tuning in, man. This is something I would maybe do this as a shot. This seems like a nice shot to have. Purple Haze, all in my brain. All right. Well, not so bad. Join us each week for our shot or cocktail of the week by visiting us at jnclive.tv to see what we're planning. Thanks for sending in your suggestions. We've got quite a few good ones for spooky season next month, so I'm excited about all that. What was I going to say? It was something important. Huge disclaimer for the evening before we get into everything. The last time I tried to do any Jimi Hendrix stuff, I got smashed for copyrights. So there might be some heavy editing in the re-upload of this to the point maybe this one even gets taken down. Not tonight. It'll let me go through the live, but it may hit me hard tomorrow.
It's worth it for Hendrix.
Yeah, but this is our tribute, and we're going to do it. Maybe I kind of trimmed everything down, but I have a couple of Hendrix tunes to play for you guys on our break. So hopefully if it's already on YouTube's and they haven't taken it down, so
On the YouTubes?
it's on the YouTube's.
Can we not put a disclaimer that we don't own the rights?
No, they
to
don't
it?
care.
And
I don't give a fuck. I just like so like some companies are just more aggressive, but Jimmy doesn't care. But
this is true.
yeah, but his is the state,
He's not going to
and-
say a word about it.
yeah, and whoever owns the rights to his music, man, they want every dime. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's my disclaimer. Before we get into all of that tonight, just have some updates to get through. So if you do me the courtesy of listening, I am still working on the leaderboard for the JNC Arcade. It is a situation. It's a situation. I'm hell bent on getting it getting it together because I think it would be really cool for you guys to be able to play the games and share your score. I'm just trying to figure out how to. So I'm going to put this out there. Anybody that's been playing or is interested at all, if you have any suggestions on how to implement, would you prefer to be asked before you start playing the games, like have a login into the arcade and then any game you play during that session? Would you prefer just after the first level, it asks you, would you like to record your scores, and you just put your name in and hit send, and then it just for that session of the game. I've been going through all of it trying to figure out how to do it, and I am not a coder by any means. So it's been a fascinating lesson to be learned. So yeah,
The comments are going crazy tonight.
yeah, well,
I'm loving it.
read them out loud because I can't see them very
Mike
well.
Farrow is on something else.
Mike's gonna.
He's on some Dimetap.
He's on a dime tap.
Mike says, well, first, Lubeck asked anything from Crash and Burn, Brad?
The record.
Probably.
I think I'm sticking to kind of the big ones. Are You Experienced? And I think
Jay
the other
Bird
one,
said that
Access.
he's picturing YouTube snipers all along the watchtower to get rid of our copyrights.
nice. That was brilliant.
And then Mike Farrow, ripped sleeves and shit. Gen Z says, a segment where Mike rips his sleeves and tells you stupid stuff kids my age think makes sense. Fucking children.
Yep. Okay. Write that down. Somebody write that down. That's an ongoing segment now. Anyway, you guys. So once I get the leaderboard going for the JNC Arcade, we're going to do some weekly and monthly competitions, and I'll develop something to work around that, and maybe even some specific games specific to that month that you guys can play, and then the game goes away or whatever the case is. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But we'll do some prizes and such. So it'll be like Chuck E. Cheese, but it'll be like Bradley's D's nuts. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
We'll come up with something. Anyway, we also
Jordyn, I'm outnumbered here tonight. Where are you?
so Elly and I and Jordyn, the three of us, we attended a silent disco at Pierce Cider Works in Fort Pierce on Saturday night, and it was a complete blast.
It was so much fun.
I had a wonderful time. I'm trying to get a photo here to put up. I took one photo because whenever I'm having a good time, I only take one photo. But yeah, it was. If you guys have never done a silent disco, you're missing out. It's truly an experience, so without putting it into, to make it as simple as possible, there we go. There we go. Yeah. So what happens is you go there, there's a DJ, he gives everybody headphones, there's no speakers at all, it's all in the headphones, and there's a few different channels of music going on that he's mixing, and so I feel like there's the one main dance channel that he's like DJing on the most, and then there's like some classic rock, there was like some chick jams for an hour or so, like it was, and you can pop through, but the headphones light up a different color depending on what channel you're listening to, so people can see, like, oh, what are they listening to? That group's dancing. What? So you can kind of pop through. We got real drunk, and I didn't stop dancing. I think I danced the whole night, Ellie.
Yeah, same.
That's
and that
one
was
long washing machine.
And that was your first. That was your first silent disco, right?
It was, yeah. It was so much fun. I found my little rock hole and I was dancing there. I had a rock hole to myself.
Yeah, rock on a rock.
Rock on a rock.
Have you ever done a silent disco, Derek?
Yes. And no. I wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, so you crashed a silent disco?
Yeah, I was working. And
Derek the disco crasher.
And I just stole a pair of headphones and started walking around the restaurant.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Was this at 2nd Street?
It was.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
That's the way to do it.
The music was great, and people were looking at me like I had 14 heads, but it's all right.
Hey, man, be bopping around. Yeah, no, silent discos are awesome. I recommend it to anybody. Do it. We had a great time. I do want to give a shout out to singer-songwriter and Jams and Cocktails alumni Bob Green from Orlando. Good friend of ours. We feature a lot of his music, actually. But he's been doing this weekly giveaway of his albums on vinyl. And he does it by, you kind of answer a trivia question that he puts out there, and the first person that gets it gets the record. So guess what I did?
You answered
immediately, and
got it wrong,
and I got it right. And then I felt bad immediately because I was like, oh man, I don't deserve those. But I'm so glad I did, because Bob sent me 2 of his records on vinyl, and this is his latest one, and it's just in time for spooky season, and it's Silver Screams for Silent Screens, and it's got a bunch of fun, like, Halloween tunes on it. Next Full Moon, Blood and Water, Unknown Road, Run, Whiskey, Weed and Wine, Pirate's Life, and Drain You, cover of Nirvana's Drain You. And it's pretty scary there. Spooky. And then this is one of my favorite records by him, Back to Neverland. It came out a few years back, maybe 5 years ago. And we feature tunes on this quite a bit. And how cool, man. And what's really dope, you guys, is each record is completely unique because they're made out of it's like mixed. I don't know how to explain it. I'll just show it to you, I guess. But this is wild, man. I feel like I'm back in the 80s. But check this out.
That's cool.
Look how the wax has like a coloring in it. So each and every record is completely unique. And
That's beautiful.
They put music on these, man. It's so wild to me. But yeah, isn't that cool, Derek? Mm-hmm. So, if you guys want a Bob Green record, you should go follow him on social media, and then you could score one, or you could really support him and go and buy him on his website. But thank you so much, Bob Green.
I like that purple.
For sending that out. That was very sweet. And I haven't cracked into the Silent Screams one yet, or the Halloween record yet, but I thought that was very cool. Add to my record collection. Now I just need a working record player.
And I quote from Mike Farrow, "It's for old people, silent discos." Ain't no cap, D-Dog. I swear to Gorsh, that's though Brad got that young Melly Riz type shit.
No, please.
All of my brain cells just left.
Yeah, please.
They
please
left
stop.
the chat.
Please stop. All right. Do you guys have any updates? Not necessarily shameless plugs, but any updates in your lives?
I got new faucets in my house.
Okay, next.
Good things. I have a job. I just haven't started yet.
Ooh, ooh.
Nice.
I will let everybody know where that is in a couple weeks once we make sure everything works out.
Yeah, and Derek is celebrating a birthday in a couple weeks.
Who?
You.
I can't remember. My mind's going.
How old are you going to be, Derek?
41.
Nice.
Old.
Listen, Derek, so we're going to, it's not a surprise, but so next week is your birthday party, our birthday episode. I think we're going to try the karaoke again. We had some problems last time, but I think I got it figured out. And but I'm going to set up the whole stage.
You got to be here this time.
Oh, I will.
I'm going to set up the whole stage so it'll be a whole experience, not just sitting here singing at the table. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Paul, it's your turn to come back and make amends for Call Me Maybe.
Oh yeah, Paul, you got to come back and
back.
get redemption.
Mike Farrow says he turns 24 on Monday.
That's right. He told me that. Mike Farrow he was going to try to be here tonight, but he's working the
midnight shift.
Midnight shift, so
he's got to go back at 9:00.
In the words of Mike Farrow, get those bags.
Yeah, get those bags. I don't know.
I don't even know if that's right. I was trying to be cool.
Nice. All right, you guys. Well, before we get into the meat of the show, let's have a little chuckle.
Oh, before we go there.
Oh.
Mike Farrow made it through round 3 and is waiting to hear about round 4.
Dude. Mike, I'm stoked,
that's
man.
So cool.
In the chat, I won't be able to read it, but Derek will be able to read it. Let us know, like, is this an online thing? So do you guys you sing like through a Zoom, or are you actually having to like go and audition at a place? And then what's the next step? Let us know in that chat, man. I'm following it. We're following it because we wanna be a part of that adventure with you, man.
It's Zoom.
It's Zoom. Nobody deserves it better than you, dude. Fucking voice of a generation this kid has. Zach Bryan, who? Yeah.
Round 4 would be in person, he believes.
Killer. Amazing.
How many rounds are there? Jesus Lord.
Depends on the gun.
Oh, nice. All right, you guys. Let's have a chuckle with our with real talk. Let's do real talk. All right. I have for you 3 great videos this week.
3.
So everybody knows what a stitched video is. And are we hip enough to know what a stitched video is?
Yeah, isn't that one with that little blue guy from Disney?
Okay, no. That was 25 years ago, Derek. So it's when somebody puts 2 videos together, or a reaction video or something, just when you think the perfect stitched video doesn't exist, this comes along.
Oh, you know that shit hurt too.
It hurt so bad. You know it did. Oh my God. All right. Next up.
Why is other people's pain so funny?
Oh God.
It's funny when it's not you getting hurt.
The expression on the guy that stitched that together was hilarious.
Because in his mind, he's like, I fucked up. I deserve this kind of thing.
So good. I totally see myself in this next clip. When I'm mowing the grass, sometimes I startle over like a little black snake that like goes out of the tall grass, or those damn orange head lizards that just run.
They're everywhere,
bro. And my biggest fear is that like one's gonna run straight under the lawnmower, and it's just gonna be like lizard guts everywhere.
Gross.
I digress.
That's a very valid fear, though.
But the truth is, I'll let out a scream that will make you question the amount of testosterone that I have in my body. Also, by the way, this is where heart attacks come from. This is how you give your father a heart attack. Check it out.
gotta quit that shit. It's not funny anymore.
He threw his whole drink.
Good morning.
Oh my
It's always got to be a damn game.
Good morning, sunshine.
so good, you guys.
And at the end of that, you need to stitch in you falling off the chair when I shot you with
the scream of, and he looks like such a tough guy, like a tough old dad, you know. That scream is just great. Oh God. Okay.
So while we're watching that, I'm reading the comments, and I'm not sure which was more funny. And I'm not going to read these. You guys can read them for yourselves.
God.
But wow, guys.
Oh God. Oh,
My
yeah,
Fro is setting the chats on fire.
yeah, the chats are something else tonight.
A mixture
He's like,
of
I have to go
that
back to
and
work,
this.
so I'm going to create as much chaos as possible.
Well,
Oh God.
And him and Jaybird were right on the same page. You're going to have to go back and look
I'll
at
have to go back and look.
because I'm not reading that on air.
All right, and finally, for real talk, this is just a reminder that everything in Australia wants to kill you.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord. Lord.
Oh, you don't fuck with kangaroos.
Dude's on a parachute.
Oh, my God. He's coming in hot.
Let go! Go away! Fucking kangaroos.
Fucking kangaroos.
Just like he lived there his whole life. It's no big deal.
Let go! Go away!
He's got an Australian accent. He's lived there.
Fucking kangaroos.
I was waiting for another word that starts with "k."
Yes.
When it's all over, as calm as anything.
Fucking kangaroo.
Fucking kangaroos. That kangaroo came from a mile away to whip his ass.
That kangaroo followed him down.
Kangaroo was like, what the fuck is that in the sky? I'm going to beat the shit out of it. Real talk.
Kangaroos don't play around. They will square up, and they're jacked.
Yeah. And like, what's that guy got to do? He's got a goddamn trash bag to his back, blowing in the wind.
You kick at him and say, "Get away from me, kangaroo."
Fucking kangaroo.
Unbelievable. So good. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to get into it here. And talk a little bit about Jimi Hendrix, which is what we're all here for tonight. Yeah. So I'm going to start with a little, just a little bit of history of his life, and we'll go through that, and we'll talk a little bit about the mystery surrounding his death, and of course the legacy that he leaves behind. So let me go back, find some photos, and I'll get started. Lock it up, because I got to tell a story now.
I'm good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, pull it together. I'm running a damn podcast here. Kangaroo smut. What are you guys doing in there? Wait a goddamn minute. We're going to have to come back.
You wonder why we're laughing.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh my God, Mike, don't you have some work to do?
It's not 9 o'clock yet. He's got 24 minutes.
If you guys are watching anywhere but on YouTube right now, you're missing out that adventure that's going on in there. All right, you guys lock it up. Stop reading them if you have to.
You've been a bad little boomerang.
Oh, God. All right, let's talk about Jimi Hendrix, please. You're wild. James Marshall Hendrix, better known to the world as Jimi Hendrix, was born on November 27th, 1942, in Seattle, Washington. His journey from a shy boy with a love for music, oh, look at little Jimmy, to the most revolutionary guitarist in rock history is one filled with electric energy, immense creativity, and a brilliance that burned bright but tragically short. Jimmy's love for music started at a young age. As a child, he found solace in playing guitar, teaching himself by ear, and learning from blues greats like Muddy Waters and B.B. King, who would be 100 today if he had survived, I believe. His birthday just passed. But it wasn't long before Hendrix outgrew the typical sounds of the time. He began experimenting with feedback, distortion, and the kinds of sounds no one had heard from a guitar before. After a brief stint in the Army, Jimmy found himself touring as a sideman for artists like Little Richard and the Isley Brothers. But even then, his talent was undeniable. It was clear Jimi Hendrix was destined for more. In 1966, Hendrix moved to London, and that's where his legacy truly took flight. With his band, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, he turned the music world upside down. Their debut album, Are You Experienced?, was a groundbreaking blend of rock, blues, psychedelia, and raw emotion. The opening riff of Purple Haze, the soulfulness of The Wind Cries Mary, the sheer electricity of fire. This was music that expanded the consciousness and shattered boundaries. Hendrix didn't just play the guitar, he channeled it as if he were speaking through every note. You guys might remember this. Well, not. You might remember this through history, not from actually experiencing it, but at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967, Jimi Hendrix gave the world one of the most unforgettable moments, setting his guitar ablaze and smashing it to pieces. It was an act of pure, unfiltered expression, capturing the wild spirit of the time. He wasn't just a musician, he was an artist, a poet with strings, someone who could say more with a few notes than most could say with 1,000 words. But it wasn't just the music or the theatrics. It was the man himself. Jimi Hendrix embodied freedom, peace, and the power of self-expression. He redefined what it meant to be a guitarist, and he did so with a humility and grace that made him even more beloved. In 4 years of recording, Jimi Hendrix revolutionized rock music. 4 years, guys.
That's it.
Albums like, oh, look at him there. I like that jacket. Albums like Axis Bold as Love and Electric Ladyland push boundaries further than ever before. Songs like Voodoo Child and All Along the Watchtower showcased his unique blend of technical mastery and soulful improvisation. Hendrix wasn't just playing guitar, he was creating entire worlds with it, making his instrument a living, breathing extension of himself. But even as his star soared, Jimmy was often torn between the pressures of fame and the inner search for peace. And on September 18th, 1970, at the age of 27, Jimi Hendrix passed away in London, leaving behind a legacy that transcends time. This is one of the last photos that was taken. This was taken a day before he died.
Is that a weed plant behind him?
It's very, very possible.
That's what it looks like.
It's very, very possible. But yeah, this was the last photo shoot he did a day before he died.
Wow.
He joined the Tragic 27 Club. Do you guys know what the 27 Club is?
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. His music lived on, an eternal flame that would inspire generations of artists and fans. 54 years ago, or 54 years have passed since Hendrix left us, but his influence is everywhere. His revolutionary use of effects pedals and studio techniques changed rock music forever. Every time you hear the sound of a guitar wailing with distortion, think Jimi. His approach to music was fearless and boundless, much like the man himself. So tonight, we remember not just the myth of Jimi Hendrix, but the man, the visionary who taught us that music has no limits, that art is an expression of the soul, and that the power of sound can change the world. Here's his grave there that you can go and visit. Now, Jimmy is, I don't know, actually. Somebody can look that up and tell me. But Jimi Hendrix's death has been shrouded in mystery and speculation ever since. Officially, he died from barbiturate intoxication, but conflicting testimonies and strange circumstances fueled suspicions of foul play. Was it a tragic accident, a suicide, or something more sinister? Some have suggested that he was murdered by the mafia, his manager, or even a paranoid government. Witness accounts at that fateful night witness accounts from that night vary wildly, with missing hours and unverified claims. Decades later, the truth remains elusive, casting an enduring shadow over the legend of Jimi Hendrix. You find out where that memorial is, Derek?
Greenwood Cemetery in Renton, Washington.
Ah, nice. Washington. I guess right around where he was born. So, yes, 54 years after his passing, Jimi Hendrix's influence on music remains as powerful as ever. He redefined what it meant to play the guitar, blending blues, rock, and soul in ways that had never been done before. Hendrix was more than just a virtuoso. He was a creative force who broke down racial and musical barriers. His pioneering use of the feedback and distortion pedals continue to inspire generations of musicians. Though his time on Earth was brief, his genius left a permanent mark on the world of music. Hendrix showed us that music can be more than sound. It could be a journey into the unknown, a reflection of our deepest emotions, and a call for unity. His voice may be silent, but his music echoes on louder than ever. I hope you enjoyed this little tribute to Jimi Hendrix and perhaps learned something new about this guitar hero. I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we've got more jams and cocktails. We got to name that tune. And some other fun. Sorry, Derek. This is going to be a fun one, too. I'm going to screw you guys over so hard. Yes, this is Jams and Cocktails. Don't go away.
Jams and Cocktails will return in a moment. But first, a shout out to our September keg sponsor and our presidential pick, Jaybird. Thanks for keeping the beer flowing. Would you like to become a JNC keg sponsor? Reach out and ask how. And now, back to the jams and the cocktails.
Oh, man. That was 1967. We were just talking as I was playing. How he's the coolest motherfucker ever. I feel like you don't even get to see that live anymore, man. That audience was wild, though.
You see all them white people?
Girl, you know how this...
They didn't know how to do anything.
That was 57 years ago.
They were like, what is happening?
Yeah, the 60s was a weird time, man. They were still full-on segregated concert venues, you know? So, like, you know, the only black guy in that entire room was Jimi Hendrix. You know? And a lot of... And I think even he, like, later on, like had probably, but like Ray Charles refused to play rooms that were segregated.
Good for him.
There were a lot of artists back in that time that were like, no, I'm not gonna. There's not a dollar amount you could pay me to, play for,
How boring would it be to play for a room full of white people, though?
I mean, we could ask Jimmy. 'Cause that room was real white. But
they all had their broomsticks up their butt.
it was funny, though. But, hey, man, we're having a good time. What could they do? That was the way it was back then. I wouldn't say it was right, but, man.
Jay Bird said, I was at Woodstock 99, day 3. People started setting things on fire because of the very poor conditions and the overpriced water and food. They stopped the show during the Chili Peppers set and then came back out and played Jimmy's Fire. Place went crazy.
Oh, yeah, they did do a cover of Fire. Yeah, but it was awesome. Yeah, did you guys hear, not to get on a tangent about it, but the Fire Festival, the guy's ramping it up to do it, try it again.
Oh, God.
Same guy. He said it's going to be better this time. I don't know.
Yeah, not a fraud.
Buddy, I don't know. But they had a whole interview with him. I saw it. Maybe we'll talk about that on another show. Anyway, you guys, we are back, and it's time for this Guitar Hero edition of Name That Tune.
What?
It's not what you think, Derek. It's not what you think.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I've only played that like 3 times in my life.
But it would be funny.
All of a sudden, you pull out a Guitar Hero guitar.
It's not off the table either. I can't pull it up, but Paul just sent me a photo of himself, Kevin, and Sweet Tracy. They're at their lounge recording their show tonight.
Aw.
Oh, so they're not watching.
They're not watching. They got to work and do some work. But anyway, you guys, we invite all of our live viewers and listeners to play along with us in the chats and comments or through the JNC text line at 321-345-6658. We're just looking for the name of the song tonight.
Oh.
As these are all Hendrix songs. But there's a twist.
Oh, God.
Of course there is.
I know 2 Hendrix songs, and you've already played one.
There's a twist. The guitar tracks have been isolated so that you're only going to get a bit of his legendary riffs.
Can we get a hold of the Kevin McLaughlin?
Yeah, so it's just riffs, no rhythms.
Skype him in. Yeah, it's all riffs, no rhythms.
Holy God.
I was going to remove the guitar and just have the rhythm section playing, but
Lubeck, you're going to have to carry the crowd, I think.
Lubeck's going to have to carry the weight. All right. Are you guys ready for this?
No.
Sure.
All right. First clue. Guitars only.
Oh, it's iconic.
Oh, these are all iconic, P.S.
Oh, I What's that?
Of course, I don't know any of the names to these songs. Chat, help me out.
Yeah. Jaybird's getting in there on the chat. Let me see what's going on Facebook.
I'm cheating. I have no shame.
Okay, that's fine. These are tough. Lubeck nailed it as well.
I've heard them all before. I just don't know the names, so it counts.
How you feeling, Derek? You ready?
I'm not sure if this is the full name, but I know it's at least part.
Okay.
And it's by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah. Okay. It is Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix. Nice job, you guys.
So,
thanks, chat.
I did actually spend part of my day door dashing today listening to Jimi Hendrix, assuming this was going to happen today.
Oh, good. Well, you got at least a little bit of an idea.
And I only listened to Jimi Hendrix because I knew it was him that we were talking about today.
But not Bob Marley. Derek was there. There was like, can't wait to celebrate Bob Marley tonight.
Oh,
I was like,
that was.
I was like, wrong show.
That was great.
Are you sure you're coming to our podcast?
I was ready for some reggae and listen to it.
I don't like reggae. I love it. Anyway, that was a terrible, terrible accent. I'm sorry for all I've offended.
Ouch.
I'll do better.
Goodness.
Next clue. Here we go. Biggest song, most. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
If you're going to say that, I'm going to make a guess. I'm probably so wrong, but I'm going to leave this on here. Yeah, I just looked at my phone. I'm completely
I
wrong.
knew this one. I didn't cheat.
okay. Well, let's see what you got.
It is not Electric Lady.
It's not Electric Lady. It is All Along the Watchtower. Do you know that the song was written by Bob Dylan? The lyrics?
I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Linda said that Dave Mason did a version of that as well. So Dave Matthews has a pretty notable version of that. The isolation didn't work real well on that one. All right. Next clue. Let's do it. This is probably the toughest out of all the clues.
Kind of reminded me of a Prince song.
But I figured that most people would know it by the tone and the effects on the guitar versus the lick. And the lick is iconic, but it's slow. No, I don't know.
Cheater.
Yeah. 100%.
You said, yeah.
All I see is her eye go down, and she's like, "Oh."
This was also covered by another very notable guitarist, singer, blues guitarist and singer later in life. 80s, I think.
It's one of those 4-letter words.
Fuck.
Fuck. It's not. Let's see what you got. It is not Mary, and it's not nothing. And it's not The Wind Cries Mary. It is Little Wing.
Wow.
Little Wing. Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan had a very, very famous cover of that. He did a really nice job. Another unbelievable artist gone too soon. All right. Next clue. If you're just joining us and you're listening, it's this is Name That Tune, isolated Hendrix guitar riffs from the rest of the song. Here's that clue again.
We got a new watcher. Said Jimmy was my guy.
Woo woo.
Yeah, woo woo. All right, Jaybird. Linda, nailing it.
Aw.
It's my favorite.
Oh, you can't erase. What did you have? What did you have?
Color.
Oh. Wrong.
Did you put Foxy?
Yeah, and then as soon as I heard it again, I was like, oh, I fucked up.
Derek, you nailed it. You nailed it there. It is Purple Haze. Jimi Hendrix.
While I was walking around the store today listening to this song, I had somebody try to tell me that Purple Haze and Purple Rain were done by the same person.
Oh, no.
I got into an argument and said Bob Marley didn't sing either of them.
And that's why I had to bail you out of jail today. All right.
Threw a cake at that fucker.
And finally, in this round of Name That Tune,
Is it Foxy?
Here it is one more time.
That's probably my favorite Jimi Hendrix song.
And he's got some good ones, man.
Yeah.
You know who did some pretty nice covers of a couple of his tunes is John Mayer.
Oh, yeah.
Who is obviously heavily influenced by Hendrix. He did Axe as Bold as Love.
Mm-hmm.
Which was really good. It was a great addition to his Continuum record. He also did a cover of with the trio, the John Mayer trio. He did a cover of it'll come to me. But he did a great cover of a tune with them. But I can't think of it.
I'm trying to think of it too because I've seen it so many times.
I can hear it in my head. What do you guys got? Let me see it. It is Foxy Lady. Oh, Wayne's World. Nice. That's a good one. It is Foxy Lady. Jimi Hendrix. Nice job, you guys. That tune. All right. We're going to switch gears a little bit here. We got more Jimi Hendrix for you coming up in just a bit, but since Jordy's not here, I have to take the reins on this one.
Is it the Brady Files?
It's the Brady Files, but listen, because it's me, I think we're going to get through it super fast. So
wow. Shots fired.
Yeah, somebody clock me because
Rock on the clock.
Clock me.
Here's the Jordy Files.
Rocks on the clock.
I hate it when you say it. That's even better. The way you said it before, not so good. Oh God. All right, let's
Our Batty Bratty.
Oh, Jordan's gone. She's not here. All right, you guys. Welcome to the Jordy Files. I'm Brad, and I'll be filling in for Jordy, who's ironically here in the proximity, but she's a very busy lady. She's not able to hang
making
with us
that
tonight.
money.
She's making that money. So, tonight on the Jordy Files, tensions explode as an iconic rock group takes the stage and things turn violent.
I read about that.
Oh, yeah. I saw that shit this morning and I went down that rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to...
Wild.
We'll take a look at it later on down the road here. A legendary rocker steps in to save a life in an unexpected rescue, but not during a concert. Heartbreaking news from one of music's most famous families. And a hip-hop mogul faces charges that could shake the industry to the core.
What?
So much baby oil.
Mm-hmm. And dildos. Plus, is Miley's biggest hit borrowed from Bruno Mars? Is that even a question? Did we not know this? We'll find out. But first, let's kick things off with some star-studded birthdays, shall we? Jada Pinkett Smith turns 53. God.
Oh, she got hair there.
Oh. You keep my wife's name out of your goddamn mouth. Thank you. Glad we could play that out. She's, of course, a powerhouse actress and producer. She's captivated audiences with her roles in The Matrix series and Gotham, among a billion other. Mad Mike, Mighty Mike, whatever the fuck the name of that. Magic Mike, that's the one. She was in that, too. And she continues to inspire through her Red Table Talk.
As well as other things.
As well as other things. For those of you who don't know.
Is she bald?
I mean, you know, we're all a little bald.
She has an illness that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is like.
It's called rosacea.
They're dramatic. Rosacea.
Alopecia. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's dramatic.
Yeah,
she is dramatic.
Well, you know, she's an actress, so that
also
that works
she
in her
cheated
favor.
on Will Smith, so we
But
hate her.
He's still sticking strong.
He's still slapping men in the mouth in a public setting. Nice job.
Defending her.
Next up here, James Marsden is celebrating his 51st birthday. Known for his charm and versatility, he's shined in films like Enchanted and The X-Mans.
Yes.
Effortlessly balancing drama and comedy throughout his career.
Well,
Wasn't he in the 27 Dresses with that one chick that everybody hates?
Katherine Heigl.
I thought that was for a fun like chick flick. It was pretty good.
I like
You know
Katherine
who-
Heigl. I don't know what
why?
everyone's fucking beef with her is.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody
doesn't
that's
take
worked
no
with
shit.
her, but she's cool. I don't know.
They say she's stuck up. She's not stuck up. She just doesn't put up with the bullshit.
Yeah, she didn't put up with the bullshit.
She knows she's talented, and she makes sure everybody else knows.
Yeah.
Who was he in X-Men's?
He was the
Brad?
Cyclops.
All right.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
one. I knew the answer. I just
Yeah.
wanted to see if you did.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the films.
Yeah. Brad just turned into the penguin.
Seen the films.
Wrong universe.
Jason Sudeikis is turning 49. It's amazing that he is younger than James
What?
Marsden
Yes.
somehow. But 49 today, comedian turned actor has brought heart and humor to his beloved role in Ted Lasso, solidifying his place as one of TV's favorite stars. Also, the Millers, Meet the Millers,
Meet
or
the
whatever.
Yeah.
A great flick.
I love him.
So
He's-
good.
He's part of a group that has gotten together and they do comedy skits to raise money for like cancer research and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Well, that's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, nice. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Lucas Forchhammer is 36 years
What
old
is his
today.
last name?
Forchhammer. Forchhammer. 36. He's the lead singer of Lucas Graham, who I thought was a person. This person, in fact. But no, Lucas Graham is the band. Lucas Forchhammer is the singer of that band.
Wow. I never would have known
Yeah.
that.
I've
You guys
never
remember-
even heard of them
You remember-
at all.
Yes, you have. He hates one of their songs.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
It's the most annoying song. Don't get me twisted. Like, he's got a great voice, but that song was overplayed and so annoying.
What song is it?
Once I was 7 years old.
Oh, yeah. I fucking hate that song.
Once I was 7. Yeah. But that's him. But great voice. Totally get it. Didn't realize that he was like from Denmark or some shit.
He looks like he's from Denmark.
Yeah. Happy birthday. 36. Good for
Yeah,
him.
happy birthday.
That's how old you are, right, Ellie?
What?
He got them marks all over his chin.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
How old are you? 35?
I'm 28.
Oh, yeah, 28. Yeah.
Again.
Here's a name you might not be able to. This was a name that I really wanted Jordyn to pronounce and then realize that she knew it all along. But Patrick Schwarzenegger. He's
You're an
celebrating.
ass.
He's celebrating his 31st birthday.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah, this rising model and actor has made waves with his roles in Midnight Sun and The Staircase, proving there's more than just a famous last name to his talent. God, he looks
But is
just
there?
like his dad. Look how crazy.
Look how crazy.
Far out, man. He used to live in
He's
Arnold's
a lot
balls.
smaller.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking about a lot smaller, Lance Armstrong turns 53 today. The one-nut wonder, legendary cyclist. He remains a defining figure in the world of sports.
Did you just call him the legendary Cyclops?
No. He's a legendary cyclist. And he only has one testicle.
I was like, no, that's one eye, not one ball.
That's what you came back to after the one nuts.
He won 7 consecutive Tour de France titles that made history, although they found out later that he'd been juicing the whole time.
That's why he only got one ball.
That's why Sheryl Crow left him. She was like, no. I need 2 balls.
You're too manly for me.
2 balls. Anyway, you guys, happy birthday to all you sons of bitches out there. Moving on into our stories, guys. Jane's addiction. What the fuck?
I saw that
What?
shit this morning and I went down that rabbit hole and I was like, the fuck is happening?
First of all, and Mike Farrow, don't answer.
He's
off.
at work.
Oh, good. Who remembers Jane's addiction? I remember one song.
I love Jane's addiction.
Oh, well, that's great. I remember Dave Navarro because of Carmen Electra exclusively. Nobody else in the band.
And the tattoo show.
And the tattoo show.
yeah,
But I don't
yeah.
even remember him from that. I knew he did it, but like Carmen Electra exclusively. So
He did that too.
here's the story.
Yeah, he did.
Jane's Addiction has apologized to fans and canceled a show. And in fact, I just read that they canceled the entire tour because Dave Navarro's out. He's done.
Yeah.
But that was following a violent altercation between lead singer Perry Farrell and guitarist named Dave Navarro at their concert on Friday, or this past Friday in Boston. The Fighting Irish, the spirit gets you when you're out there. The incident captured by fans saw Perry being restrained after throwing a punch at Dave. The band addressed the situation on their Instagram stories that following Saturday, and they said they were canceling the rest of the tour this week. Tensions had reportedly been building due to sound issues during their performance. Now, why the fuck wouldn't he wear in-ear monitors if he couldn't hear himself singing? That's a personal thing for me as a performer, but like if you can't hear yourself singing over the whole band, like you're Jane's fucking addiction.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you say I want in-ear monitors so that I can hear myself? But I digress because Perry's a psychopath and we all know it. Anyway, do you guys want to see it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
There's a video?
Here's a video. Check it out.
God, he's so old.
65.
Yeah.
So mad. Dave's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, apparently he got mad because he couldn't hear himself over the rest of the band.
There was a lot of lead up.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to play the whole thing. But yeah, like 4 guys had to take this asshole down.
Yeah.
The
But
truth-
with that post that Dave Navarro posted is that the other members of the band, the 2 other members of the band signed off on that. So like they're all against Perry.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I don't actually care one bit about Jane's addiction. I just think it's funny when has-beens have fights on stage. It's like when Journey, the 2 guys that are left in Journey would have like altercations on stage. You're fucking Journey. Like you like defined a generation of rock music, and like you can't put it aside for 2 hours.
Yeah, do your show. Fight off stage.
Just literally stand on opposite sides. No. These motherfuckers, they got to get in each other's face. This is just a perfect example of that. Except Jane's addiction isn't Journey.
No,
They're not even
close.
The most famous human being in that band is Dave Navarro, and it's not for Jane's addiction.
Yeah.
So, Dave, by the way, fantastic guitarist.
Oh, yeah.
He's
He's
next
dope.
level. Perry, shitty singer.
Terrible. Have you heard Jane's Addiction? Like
Anyway.
the vocals are the weakest link.
Jaybird said that Dave Navarro played for the Chili Peppers on their first album.
Yeah, I believe it. Navarro's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he has been in a lot of shit. It's
He was in
escaping me
some
now.
shit there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. It's escaping me now, but he was part of another really important group. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, there's that. More onto a more heartwarming story. Jon Bon Jovi, nicest guy in rock music.
He's not aging at all.
That's
by
an
the way.
old photo, but
Even still.
even still,
I've met him. He is a nice man. I met him in Ohio at a arena football game. He owned one of the teams. He was out getting hot dogs for people.
amazing. Yeah, the guy's unbelievable. He owns a restaurant where homeless people can go and sit down and have a dignified free meal, and service. So here's the story. Rock legend Jon Bon Jovi is being praised by Nashville police after he helped save a woman in distress on this would have been a good one for Jordyn, the Sagantler pedestrian bridge Tuesday night. Don't quote me on that one. According to the Nashville Metro Police, Bon Jovi convinced the woman to step back from the ledge over the Cumberland River. The incident, captured on video, shows the singer speaking to the woman before helping her to safety and offering her a comforting hug. Bon Jovi was reportedly filming a music video when it happened, and his experience with the crisis situations comes from his this would have been a good one too. JBJ Soul Foundation, which helps those in need. You guys want to see the video?
Yeah.
All right. This is apparently like a street cam. I caught the whole thing. I spliced it together. There you go. She's just chilling, man. She got a bag. There ain't nothing in the bag. She don't give a fuck about that bag either. She just lets it go. I want to know who the woman is because she needs some props because she grabbed this woman and secured her and was like, yep, if you go, we go. And so, Jon gets in. They help her over the railing.
Could you imagine being saved by Jon Bon
I feel like
Jovi?
I would have questioned everything at that point. Maybe I had already jumped and this is my heaven now.
Is she in
She's
Scrubs?
living on a prayer.
I don't know what's going on, but they get a nice little hug in.
Aw.
And then they fuck right off, man. He probably took her to lunch. But nicest guy in rock and roll, my God. Just wonderful. So, yeah. And that chick needs a high five too. Somebody needs to find out who she is.
Probably like the
director of
yeah.
a video or something. But like, come on, man. She yanked her ass right over the railing. So good. You
good
know,
on both of them.
Yeah.
Good
round
on
of
the lady
applause.
for accepting that.
Yep. There you have it.
So Dave Navarro's band credits: Jane's Addiction, Red Hot Chili Peppers for 5 years, Camp Freddy.
I don't know them.
Been a part of them since 2002, and then the Panic Channel.
Maybe it's the Chili Peppers I was thinking of. There. All right. Next up here, you guys, a little bit of a sad story. Man, we're riding the roller coaster today, aren't we? Tito Jackson. Tito Jackson, one of the original members of the iconic Jackson 5, has passed away at the age of 70.
Not Tito.
Yep, Tito. His sons, TJ, Taj, and Terrell.
That shit's made up.
It's real. They confirmed the heartbreaking news in a statement, calling their father an incredible man who always cared for others. Tito, the third of 9 Jackson siblings, he played guitar in the legendary group, which produced hits like ABC and I'll Be There. He leaves behind a lasting legacy in music and is survived by his brothers, sisters, and their mother, Katherine Jackson. Tito, come on, man. Tito was the best. I want you back. No? That one
Yes.
fall flat?
No. That went as well as me saying she was living on a prayer. But Jaybird said that Bon Jovi asked her why she was doing this, and she said, "It's my life."
I'm done with literally all of you. Next story.
Wow.
Next story. Did he or didn't he?
Oh,
Music
he
mogul
did.
Sean Diddy Combs has been charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and other serious crimes, according to an indictment unsealed Tuesday, which was yesterday.
Oh, did he?
He was arrested in Manhattan and will face arraignment in federal court, which I think was today, in fact. Combs' lawyer stated that they experienced or expected the charges after raids on his homes earlier this year, which we talked about, calling the prosecution unjust. The charges follow allegations made by his ex-girlfriend Cassie and other lawsuits. Combs, of course, denies all the allegations. They won't even let him out on bond. For collateral, he put up one of his $57 million mansions.
One of.
And the judge was like, yeah, no. All he wants to do is go home and be on house arrest. And the judge is like, I don't think so. So,
Not looking good for Diddy.
not looking good for Diddy. Jaybird said his bail was at 5 million Benjamins. Or 57 million, sorry. Yeah, that $57 million mansion. He said, take it.
Wow. Jaybird also mentioned Dave Navarro being in Black Flag. Maybe that's the one?
Oh, maybe. Nah, that wasn't the one I was thinking of, though. I don't think he was in Black Flag. I'm not sure.
He didn't say it on his IMDb.
And finally here on the Jordy Files, Miley Cyrus. And this one really confounded me. I was really... Because the first time I heard this song, I was like, oh, this sounds just like the Bruno Mars song. And then I heard it second time, I was like, oh, it's definitely a playoff. It's a callback.
Oh, her flower song?
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
like
Oh my God, this is so old.
a call in response to that song.
Yeah.
And she even explained it. It was because her boy at the time, one of the beautiful, beautiful Australian brothers, Liam Hemsworth.
Who's now the Witcher, and it's weird.
I don't know about any of that.
Oh, I don't like it.
No, I don't
But
like
they
it.
broke up. And she, you know, I guess at some point he had dedicated that other song, When I Was Your Man, to her. And this was like her woman revenge thing.
Yeah.
So immediately I was like, this is so bold that like she had to have had some kind of deal. But
I
apparently,
think she talked to Bruno Mars about it.
well, the truth is Bruno Mars sold a bunch of his library along with the other writers because that's the thing now. And like, so I feel like this is going to be more common. Some of these old deals that people have made to use these songs or use bits of these songs or whatever, I feel like they're going to go out the door because people are selling their catalogs. Bring in tempo music investments. Let's read the story. Miley Cyrus is facing a copyright lawsuit over her hit song, Grammy award-winning song Flowers. The suit claims her track bears striking similarities to Bruno Mars's 2013 hit, When I Was Your Man. No fucking duh.
Yeah.
It's so obvious. I've been listening, like, it's been on the news, like every news program, and they're talking about it like this is earth-shattering, groundbreaking news coverage. And I'm like, any human being on earth that listens to these two songs is like, oh shit, yeah, no, they work together. It's like a sequel.
Yeah.
Or like the other side of the conversation, you know, you get the other point of view. They're talking about it like she went out of her way and was trying to be sneaky about it. This is so, anyway, before I get on a tangent. And they say, quote, particularly in lyrics and melody. Tempo Music Investments, which owns parts of the Mars songs copyright, argues that Flowers wouldn't exist without Mars's track. Fucking duh.
They're just mad because it was so popular.
They just want the money.
Yeah.
They want money.
Because
And
didn't she win a Grammy for that?
I
Yes.
don't think that this shit should be legal. The lawsuit's asking for damages.
Oh, God.
And involves not
Cocksuckers.
just Miley, but also streaming platforms for her labels and records. They went on to say that they don't want her performing the song. They don't want the song performed anywhere.
Get the fuck out. It's Miley Cyrus.
Get the fuck out. This is a song that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see when they got the rights to the song.
Yeah.
And now they're starting to flex and trying to. It's a money grab. There's no other reason for what they're doing other than to take money, and I think that should be illegal. And maybe we should, I'm against lobbying, but maybe we should lobby against that.
Let's get our legal team involved.
Anyway, you guys, so that's the story on that, you guys. That's the Jordy Files. Thank you. We miss you, Jordy.
20 minutes.
That's better than the standard 40 minutes. Let's see. What do you got there, Derek? Show the camera. Yeah, 20 minutes. It's not bad. Jordy, we're going to have Jordy beat that one day. We'll see if she can beat a 20-minute marker. That was 4 stories.
It was 4 stories, but it was also only like 4 birthdays. And
Sometimes she does get caught up in the birthdays. Sometimes we're 20 minutes in the birthdays.
yeah. Well, when you have like 19 birthdays going on and you're pulling out names of people that nobody's heard of in the last 1,300 years.
1,300.
Like,
Hey, man, when it's Galileo's birthday, it's
Trying to get Jordyn to pronounce
Galileo.
yeah.
Christophanies
When it's
shit.
Hippocrates.
No,
when it's
I'm
Hippocrates'
not
birthday.
Hippocrates. But yeah, that works too.
Oh, yeah. You gotta celebrate. All right, you guys. We're gonna take another break here. Be back with Elly's Bad Bitch Bible Study. You got one today?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll do that in our shameless plugs. Stick around. This is JNC.
Be in YouTube jail.
Oh, it's beer 30.
Oh,
Wake up,
shit.
it's beer 30.
That was good.
Beautiful.
Beer 30, my favorite time of day. I've been watching the clock and the time keeps ticking away. I'm taking care of business, I'm a hard-working man, you see. Until beer 30 comes to take care of me.
We have so many videos of Kevin drinking beer.
That's good. Beer 30. Well,
Oh.
that was a pretty good one. Are we? You said we're still live on Facebook?
Yeah, it was when I just got off of it.
Okay, well, good. I don't think anybody watches it there.
There was 2 people. Jay's on
Oh,
there
look,
right
we're
now.
back.
Oh, yeah.
It said your stream is no longer being blocked due to copyright issues. Oh, good. Good. Does it show back up on your
Yeah,
Oh,
no, we're
good.
good.
We're back. You guys just missed Beer 30, but sorry about that. We just tried to give you that good Jimi Hendrix. Did I not say? Did I not say this shit was gonna happen? I told you it was gonna happen. That's dope that they just let us lose all our viewers. Anyway, you guys, so we're back, and it was Beer 30, so I just cracked one. We'll drink. It's all good. We just lost all our viewers, but it's Elly's turn for her segment.
Great.
All right, Elly, let's I don't even know where your thing is. Okay. Yes. All right, Elly. Where are you? There you are.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, Jaybird said not all the viewers. Jaybird's still with
Aw.
us. Him and me.
He thought we were gone forever because he's like, until next time.
Oh yeah,
You
we
thought.
just needed to wait it out. That's why I gave the warning. Said it might happen. My apologies to anybody listening on Shore Life Radio. To the nonsense while we were doing all that.
And now we're back to hear me yap.
All right.
Anyways. So I've been thinking a lot lately because I've talked in excess about how important it is to make goals for yourself, right?
Sure.
There are, however, bad goals that you can make for yourself. There are goals that are almost guaranteed to set you up for failure. So you have to make sure that the type of goals that you are making are going to be attainable, are going to be realistic. Some of the examples that I've personally made for myself that I have failed at and just setting myself up for failure, like working out. If you're trying to be on this fitness journey or whatever, and your goal is, I want to lose this many pounds. No. Especially if you're like, I want to lose this many pounds by this time. No. Because there are times like I've worked out for like 2 weeks straight and then you end up gaining 3 pounds. And you're like, the fuck? Well, guess what? Muscle weighs more than fat. And sometimes when you're starting out on that journey, you're going to gain a little bit more weight before you start losing.
I just saw a post from a friend who said that, spent a week trying to lose 2 pounds and gain 3.
So you're setting yourself up for failure if you are setting goals for results. If you don't match those results by this time frame that you've specified for yourself, like you're limiting your motivation, you're limiting your potential. But if your goal is, well, I'm just going to be in the gym 5 days a week, that is your goal. Your goal isn't, I'm going to be in the gym 5 days a week because I want to lose this amount of weight, right? Does that make sense?
Totally.
You're setting this goal, which may or may not be attainable. But if your goal is to just change your lifestyle, and your goal is, well, I'm going to do this just because it needs to be done. I'm going to work out 5 days a week because this is what I just need to do. And you're not focused on the results, but you're focused on that change in your lifestyle. You're going to have better results at reaching your goal because you're not focusing on the end game. Another one, if you're not focusing on like working out, but I've also been like, oh, I want to publish a book at this time. And then life happens or, it's not finished at that time and you lose all your motivation. But if your goal is, well, I'm going to write every day, then you write every day. And when it's done, it's done. You don't want to restrict yourself on a time limit. You don't want to restrict yourself to the results. You want to just, what needs to be done. If you're working towards a lifestyle change as far as fitness, you have to be in the gym. where you know you have to be more active. That should be your goal. It shouldn't be because I want to lose 10 pounds, because I want to reach this weight. So make sure that when you're setting those goals that they're realistic, attainable, and that you're not doing it for results, but you're doing it for an entire change in how you go day by day. Because that's going to give you the most success.
Yeah, I like that. I completely agree with that. Hold on. And put Derek.
It was well said. There are different ways to measure success, and if you choose the hardest one, it's going to be more difficult to get there.
Yeah.
Make your goals a little bit more attainable, and your motivation will stay there longer.
Yeah, I agree. And in the terms of like weight loss or things like weight loss goals, because I feel like we all kind of put that.
Everyone has that.
You know, and I feel like, yeah, the overall, and I try not to like, I will weigh myself once, you know, if I'm actively trying to be better, eat better, whatever, I'll weigh myself once or twice a month just to see if there's any change. I'll be honest with you. I haven't had a change in my weight in 2 years. I've been exactly the same weight. It fluctuates 2 or 3 pounds under or over. And I'm fat. So it works.
The thing with that though is like, if you're trying to look better, if you want to look better, you know, it's not a like health scare or anything of like you have to be under this certain weight. You know, if you're just wanting to look better naked, you can't focus on how much you actually weigh. It's all about weight training and what you eat. And you have to just set those goals of like, I need to be in the gym 5 days a week. And this is what I need to do. And you stick to your routine. And that needs to be your goal, is sticking to your routine, not, oh, you know, these are the results I want to see. Because guess what? That shit's going to take months.
Yeah, for a long time.
And that's for any goal that you set. You know, any big goal is going to take time. And if you set it for results and you get 3, 4, 6 weeks in and you're not seeing those results yet, you're going to kill your motivation. Instead of focusing on like, I've been at this for 6 weeks. That's where your pride needs to be. And you're like, oh my God, like I stuck with this shit for 6 weeks. Go me.
Yeah.
And you're not focused on those results.
Totally get it. Love it. Love it. All right, you guys. Let's do some shameless plugs. All right, Derek, any shameless plugs tonight?
Not at this time.
Okay. Elly, any shameless plugs tonight?
No.
Good. Okay, very quickly, I'll get through mine. Shout out to our sponsors and partners at Code Rum, Leak Busters Roofing, and the Bug Juice. Check out our partner podcasts at Drums and Rums, the Al Beltran Podcast, 561 Music, Nia's My Rum Diaries, Ghost on the Ox, and the Riffs and Rhythms Podcast. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like, share, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Once again, a shout out to Jaybird, the last man standing. We love you, buddy. Jaybird is our returning keg sponsor this month, and we appreciate you. November's sponsorship is up for grabs because what the hell is that picture of, Derek?
A goldfish?
Oh my god!
What are you talking about?
Oh, it's a plug.
It's a butt plug.
It's a butt plug.
But it's shameless.
But we love you, man. So Elly's got October. We're looking for November. So if you got a business or a project you want to promote, or you just want to make sure we got enough to drink, reach out to me and we'll get that sorted out. I'll let you know all the details. If you love what we do and you want to contribute in a little way, join our Patreon page. Typically, we'd have a nice behind the scenes stream, but that didn't happen tonight. It was laggy and weird. I don't even understand. It was all of this just destined to be trash today, apparently. Anyway, but yeah, it's $5 a month. It's less than a cup of coffee that you're gonna have every single day, and it really, really helps us do some stuff. I was able to get decorations for Oktoberfest and for Halloween using our Patreon money this time. So very exciting stuff. So check that out. The link for that is in on our website, jnclive.tv, or in the description of this video. JNC is a proud sponsor of the upcoming Riffs and Rhythms Music Festival coming to Hope Sound on Saturday, November 23rd. It's going to be an amazing day of music featuring some of their local music podcast guests, including me. I'll be there jamming out. So more info and tickets at riffsandrhythms.com. Check out localmusicfinders.com for great local entertainment or a great local entertainment calendar, Treasure Coast and beyond. And that's the shameless plugs. And if you all would indulge me, I haven't done one of these in a while, but it's Brad's final thought. And it's like it's a little serious, and I think that it'll speak to more specifically to specific people. But as we reflect on the mystique of the 27 Club, Hendrix, Joplin, Morrison, Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, and others, I'm sure, it's hard not to wonder what they might have achieved had they lived longer. These artists became martyrs for their art, forever frozen in time as tragic icons. But imagine the songs Jimi Hendrix might have written, the lives he could have touched if he had gotten the help that he needed. Did you know that his last words were, "I need help real bad, man"? And he left that on the voicemail of his manager at the time. Probably an answering machine with a tape at the time, but But that was his last recorded words. "I need help real bad, man." It's romanticized to die young and leave a lasting legacy. I believe true greatness lies in longevity, in flourishing, evolving, and continuing to contribute to the world. These artists left their mark, but I, for one, think that they should have stuck around to witness their influence firsthand, to mentor the next generation and show that a legacy isn't just built in years, it's built in dedication and passion over time. So, to any young artist out there who might feel lost or overwhelmed, know that your legacy doesn't have to end in tragedy. The greatest contribution you can make is to live a long, healthy life and continue to share your art and passion with the world. Let your story be one of perseverance, growth, and mentorship. No better legacy than to be here to guide the future, not just inspire it. And that's my final thought. I hope everybody, thank you so much, and I hope everybody enjoyed our show tonight. Give it up for the JNC Destruction Brew. We got Elly and Derek and Jordyn.
She's in bed.
Jordyn, who's dead asleep in bed right now. Dead asleep.
Good for her.
To the world.
Good for her.
Yes. Speaking of Derek, in fact, join us next week for Derek's birthday extravaganza.
Ooh, next week.
Yes. Next to happy birthday to Derek. 31 again. I think we're going to do the karaoke theme again, but we're going to level it up this time. So you're not going to want to miss that.
We got to get Paul here.
Yeah. And maybe some other people. We got to get some other karaoke singers. Maybe we'll see what Mike Farrow's doing. His birthday's on Monday. It would be a nice little birthday mashup. Yeah. All right. So we'll see what's going on. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves and each other.
There might be a reunion of the Brad Brock, Derek Zugel duo.
Oh. All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait. We got pinged again for copyright. No. Until then, you guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Broadcasting live from the legendary JNC Lounge. I'm Brad Brock. We love you. Good night.